In the 90s, this imposing giant was the embodiment of a knockout machine.
Third knockdown of Holyfield's career. He's up to the fourth, and that's it.
Bowe has missed 7 straight big shots. And then he
Mind-blowing speed and devastating flurries.
Stuns him with an uppercut, and just like that, the champion struggles to stay on his feet. What a hard-fight Holyfield.
And a $1 million punch propelled him to the pinnacle of the sport.
Riddock Bowe has only 2 of his 22 knockouts. Oh!
Became a superstar, but the prominent heavyweight's career was cut short in the prime of his potential, suddenly and irrevocably. Today we remember the legendary power and dramatic path of America's great hope. Bowe's career reads like a page out of a storybook. Raised by a single mother, Bowe was born and raised in the Brownsville section of Brooklyn, the same neighborhood that produced Mike Tyson.
I love Riddock Bowe.
Your friends?
Yeah.
Did you grow up together?
We went to school together.
Surrounded by an environment of casual violence and drug abuse.
My mother was very strong, and drugs wasn't for me. And I started going to the gym, and that's what I did day in and day out.
Bowe decided not to conform and found out about boxing inspired by Muhammad Ali.
If it wasn't for Ali, I wouldn't have been champion.
A teenage Bowe represented the USA at the World Junior Championships in 1985, where he took the gold medal.
Hagee said it was a slip. I thought Walcott went down for punches. Now he does.
Of the first round, the 178-pound...
And won a bronze at the 1987 Pan American Games in Indianapolis.
Venue of his match against Arnaldo Mesa. Let's go to Brent. We'll come back for the decision.
He boxed his way onto the United States Olympic team in 1988. Selected to compete for the USA in Seoul at
spaceship Bowe is landing on this planet.
the Olympics, a raw Riddock Bowe tore through opposition one by one with his heavy right hand and fast combinations.
Coach Adams doesn't mind losing, but he hates to see his boxers not give their best.
During the 1988 Olympics, before the final, however, Bowe endured some traumatic turns in his personal life.
The death of my sister, I only had one hand to fight with. I knew I had a brother back home that was dying, so really, you know, I was there, but my mind wasn't. All I can remember is saying, I just want to be home.
Heavily favored to win the gold medal, in front of him in the final match was the highly technical Canadian Lennox Lewis. At first, Lewis was willing to stay in the fire and throw.
Far, nothing significant happening with either fighter. Bowe now going.
But he soon took caution and kept to his precise jabs.
Going into a series of combination punches, which means he's waking up. Baumgart told to keep quiet. And once again,
The difference in Bowe's power and ruggedness was evident as he rocked Lewis in the clinch.
oh, nice inside uppercut. Another nice inside. Another one by Bowe.
In the second, Lewis came out raging and caught Bowe with a couple of hooks, but Bowe refused to go down.
Golden Gloves champion, and Lennox Lewis stepping it up here as he comes out of
The East German referee gave Bowe 2 standing 8 counts in the second round and stopped the match, even though the American didn't seem to be in any major difficulty.
another standing 8.
Bowe settled for a silver.
From Riddock Bowe as he stopped by Lennox Lewis. He did take a pounding, and Baumgart...
Instead of reaping the benefits of amateur boxing's most publicized event, he found himself saddled with a reputation for laziness and heartless fighting. Returning home to an uncertain future, he was courted by manager Rock Newman, who somehow persuaded legendary trainer Eddie Futch to give the young man a chance.
Under the direction of manager Rock Newman, Riddock Bowe is pursuing his dream of becoming a heavyweight champion. He is learning his craft from legendary trainer Eddie Futch.
A good-natured man who likes to joke and clown, Riddock was accepted and quit the amateur ranks after 104 wins.
Who loves you like I love you? It's me, right? It's me, right?
Soon he got on a vegetable and multivitamin drink and was set to light the professional ring on fire. The reinvigorated 21-year-old turned professional, making his debut against a remarkable opponent, Lionel Butler.
An amateur, the experts with no high expectations.
Riddock had a style of punching to the body before going upstairs.
Maybe things will turn for him. Eddie Futch is now in his corner.
Eddie Futch has been around boxing for years.
The big shots soon came, and they were too heavy for Butler.
And you take a look at his size, 6 feet 200, and he is down.
Shortly into the second round, the fight turned from a boxing match to a backyard brawl.
You can see that here.
And right now, it is Lionel Butler coming out on top of Bowe. Slugfest here to start the second round.
Bowe soon unleashed his weapon of destruction, the big left hook.
Where the body is. Big left hook. The right uppercut again set it up.
Butler came back for some more.
And Bowe looking to put it away.
And a huge uppercut from the 6'5" Butler closed the show.
Butler doesn't fight unless he gets knocked down.
And there he goes, and that is it.
Over the next few years, his new coaches groomed Bowe slowly, allowing him to take fights against questionable opponents in order to improve his record and enhance his durability in the ring. Living up to the iconic nickname Big Daddy, he destroyed opponents in the clinch and at range, and developed his signature uppercut left hook combo.
Trying to cover up. Set that right hand up, Sammy. Finally threw a couple of left kicks. Trying to cover up. Bowe lands a good left hook that rocked Robinson. Robinson hurt again. Rudy battle.
In the first 2 years of his professional career, Bowe earned a 21-0 record and 20 knockouts against non-entities.
Cooper make it to the end of round 2.
Yeah, he's going to beat them.
Cannot be saved by the best.
That situation changed, however, when Bowe began to meet other legitimate heavyweight contenders. In March 1991, he was matched up to fight a true heavyweight, Tyrell Biggs. Biggs was the 1984 Olympic super heavyweight gold medalist, and a win would establish either fighter as a prospect for the heavyweight crown.
And show to everybody and to the boxing world that, you know, that I am indeed going to be in contention for the heavyweight title.
From the onset, Bowe was looking to land the knockout.
Trunks, Tyrell Biggs in the black, and Tyrell Biggs takes a right hand right on the forehead, Alex.
He definitely wobbled, Dan, and he does not want to get into a trading contest with Riddock.
Missing with his fatality left hook.
Eddie Fudge told us yesterday he has never, good left hook in retaliation.
Bowe took some defense lessons in the face of Biggs's peppering jabs.
Blood coming from the nose of Tyrell Biggs.
That is a chronic nosebleed he's had in many of his fights.
Countering with his own big shots.
Weapon he's going to need if he has a chance to win this fight.
But Biggs's jabs remained the story of the first round.
A good right hand to the body by Biggs. Good solid jab to the...
In the later rounds, Riddock's left hook started to make a presence.
There's a good left hand. There's a left to the ropes by Tyrell Biggs. Well, you can see that was a conscious effort to the body by Bowe.
With only a minute to go, Bowe's classic big overhand right hand landed and forced Tyrell to the mat. In what was a close fight, Bowe got his chance to not let it go the judges. The fight showed that it is incredibly difficult to survive 10 rounds with Big Daddy. With the win not convincing enough to the commissioning bodies, Bowe needed to sweep through his next 3 opponents with uppercuts all the way from the trenches of Brooklyn. And a now perfect left hook, he sent fear through the heavyweight division.
Riddock Bowe has only 2 of his 22 knockouts. Oh! And there is Selden. And went on to beat Travolta, but Selden is down.
Finally, he got a shot at a title, the WBC Continental America's heavyweight title, against Elijah Tillery. Like a predator, Bowe chased his opponent around the ring with big shots.
To Tillery here in the first. He has him hurt. He has him on the run.
Dropping him with a left hook before the end of the opening round.
Is that a knockdown? That was a left hook.
As the round ended, a fight broke out, with Tillery choosing to kickbox while Bowe chose his winging shots.
Oh, a little kickboxing by Elijah Tillery. Bowe won't stand for that. Rock Newman, the manager of Riddock Bowe, in a tag team.
The fight resulted in a DQ and a win for Bowe.
Tillery has been disqualified from the fight.
In their rematch, Tillery would get the beatdown of 2 fights.
Bowe with the right hand. And then Bowe goes after him. Started with a starching right hand from Riddock Bowe. Here's where Bowe's got to really pick his shots.
Bowe then went on to score one of his fastest knockouts in his next fight.
Made it to some of the big fights, and there he goes out.
for the second time. 3 knockdown rules in a fight.
Skeptics claimed Bowe lacked heart, that he would never develop the seriousness and drive required to be a championship contender. Bowe was bent on silencing his critics. After a record of 31 wins, the majority of them by knockout in November 1992, he faced the dangerous and undefeated Evander Holyfield. For most of the fight, neither man danced.
So far, this is a very good round for Evander, who has been able to mount his attack and get away. Again, Holyfield. Bowe answers with 1 punch in return, and Holyfield again getting the... Now Bowe lands the right hand for the first time in the fight.
And neither took a voluntary step backward.
By the champion Evander Holyfield. And already Bowe begins to hold and hit, and they brawl in the center of the ring. Evander Holyfield showing his work. Bowe trying to measure Holyfield from afar. Left hook.
May be the most telling blows in the whole fight.
Left hooks by Bowe, 2 of them. Holyfield, Bowe flush. As it was, it did a little damage, as it might have appeared to be the case.
Each man waded fearlessly into the guns of the other.
Let's look more carefully. There's the left hook by Holyfield. And another, and another, and another.
Another, he's not keeping his position at all.
Left hook inside by Holyfield. Both punches are...
Never. You want the puncher following you, he'll throw 20 more.
There's
the children or so.
Both fighters showing their personality.
Midway through this fight, he's still in it. Still has a very good chance.
For 9 rounds, no quarter asked, none given.
What it's all about. Good left hook.
Holyfield with another left hook. The champion showing his courage, pawing at his left eye to feel the blood, and then raging out with a left.
One drop seems unimportant to the average person, but a lot to a boxer.
Trading right hands. Again, it was Bowe. Right hand by Holyfield. And again, he took the sweat off of Bowe.
But while the preceding rounds were wild, the bravery of the men in round 10 was unbelievable. Bowe peppered Holyfield with punishing shots, throwing 40 punches in 1 minute.
Holyfield going down in this round, and Bowe stuns him with an uppercut. And just like that, the champion struggles to stay on his feet. What a heart by Holyfield. Gets away from a right hand, blocks another one. Bowe throwing and throwing, now goes to the body. Holyfield somehow standing up, but staying too close to Bowe.
Dazed and reeling, Holyfield somehow mustered the strength to battle back.
Rest with your jab. Bowe should be taking that kind of advice.
Look at Holyfield. What a warrior. Reversing the tide of the battle. The champion now has Bowe wobbling.
For what must have seemed like an eternity, the two slugged each other brutally, neither willing to give an inch of ground.
A right hand by Holyfield. And another.
In the 11th round, Bowe floored Holyfield with a massive right hand for the first time in Holyfield's career.
There's the uppercut again. The mouthpiece is out of Holyfield's mouth. And he's gonna go down.
The match went the distance.
Heart and will and courage.
And Bowe won it by unanimous decision.
Riddock.
The epic, brutal back-and-forth exchanges helped make it Ring Magazine's Round of the Year. And no doubt one of the greatest rounds in heavyweight history. Period. The fight was part of a mini-tournament, including a fight between Lennox Lewis and Donovan Ruddock. All 4 fighters agreed the 2 winners would meet each other for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. But due to some mistrust in the proceedings, Bowe dumped the WBC World Heavyweight Championship belt into a trash can and relinquished it.
Riddock was afraid of you.
I'm gonna knock you out.
He was a chump. You never knock nothing out, Bowe.
I'm gonna knock you out.
You never knock nothing out, you know?
And Bowe didn't forget to put it on Lewis after the fight for disappointing with their agreement.
I'm not afraid of you, Lennox. And we gonna get it on, I owe you one.
Okay.
You're not the man I thought you was. You lied on me, I thought we was cool.
Yo, bring it on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it. You ain't said nothing but a word. Riddock was afraid of you.
I'm gonna knock you out.
He was a chump. You never knock nothing out, Bowe.
Bowe celebrated his victory by undertaking a whirlwind tour of the talk shows and the publicity circuit. Bowe wanted to be different. He wanted to be seen as the people's champ and intelligent.
I'm here. The next time, I'm here with so many lefts you can stop begging for rights.
Bowe proved that the championship belts could be won with grace, good humor, and humility. By 1993, Bowe had already become a wealthy man, with earnings in the millions from his boxing and from product endorsements. After 2 routine defenses on November 6, 1993, at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Bowe faced Holyfield in a rematch for the heavyweight crown.
In the bedroom, what he intends to do, huh?
Well, it's something that Riddock wanted to do.
At 246 pounds, Bowe seemed to some observers to have lost his edge.
He's 29 pounds heavier as opposed to 30 pounds heavier a year ago.
Furthermore, he was battling against an opponent with something to prove.
That soup of the 80s in the heavyweight division, Tim Witherspoon, also secured that accomplishment.
Bowe immediately uncorked heavy right hands on Holyfield.
I tell you, that's a pleasure for me about this, as Bowe cuts Holyfield with 2 overhand rights. So far, and there's a hard right.
Bowe should never try to waste that kind of energy on a fighter like Evander Holyfield, who recovers. He gets hurt, but he recovers.
Holyfield, refusing to let it go the way of the last fight, slipped and jabbed.
Ball sets up security. Evander Holyfield, spare ribs and everything. A good right hand. Jab into the body to get this guy conscious of a body punch, and he's intending to drop him with a right hand.
And another left hook landed flush for Holyfield, and now Bowe tries to show off his in-fighting skills.
Good right to the body, that was good.
1-3, forgetting to double up on the jab.
It looked as if the madness of the first fight was about to happen again.
Doing a lot of headhunting.
Yeah.
Right hand by Bowe, biggest punch of the fight so far.
It hurt Evander. Yeah. You just can't clown with certain guys.
From Bowe's left eye. Holyfield lands a right on the target. And a left hand for Holyfield. And they swing after the bell. And look at this.
At the halfway point, Holyfield was clearly leading.
They've got a real good cut man, though.
In the 4th round, Evander Holyfield took 70 shots at Riddock Bowe and landed 43 of them, 61% connect percentage.
Evander's got to be.
Then, out of the sky, all hell broke loose. A parachuter later identified as James Miller had landed in the middle of the ring against the ropes.
And somebody in a parachute has just landed on the edge of the ring, has been pulled away by his, entering at the left side.
Pandemonium broke out at ringside as security rushed to neutralize what they saw as a serious threat.
As this fellow with a motorized parachute has landed right on top of.
Many instinctively panicked, assuming the man was either a terrorist carrying a bomb or a hitman targeting political figures who were in attendance. Security reacted by simply punching him unconscious, and the parachute had to be cut down from the ring lights.
See there, and his body landed on the ring apron right on top of a variety of people.
Amid all the mayhem, Bowe's pregnant wife fainted at ringside and was transported to the hospital by ambulance.
Riddock Bowe's wife has just fainted at ringside. She was even closer to the parachuters.
It took 21 minutes, but eventually the fight was ready to resume, and Bowe was forced to stay and finish the fight.
Riddock Bowe is getting kind of desperate with that right hand now.
He needs the hard right hand, and Holyfield wobbles.
4 shots like that because he doesn't have any oxygen afterwards.
Holyfield had built an early lead attempting to regain his title, but Bowe battled back in the second half.
2 left hooks of his own, and an uppercut. And another flurry to end the round. Bowe back.
But he shouldn't try to go for the knockout. Just land the shot, be content, and start all over again.
Round 11, rapidly coming to a close.
Counter right hand. Evander Holyfield has been waiting for that right hand all night.
And again, their warfare ended with an insane finale.
Holyfield unprotected. He's hurt. You're right, George. And he's going at it with everything he's got. Second year in a row, they fought the fight of the year.
Holyfield was crowned champion by the narrowest of margins, a majority decision with scores of 115 to 114, 115 to 113, 114 to 114. Losing his first professional fight, Bowe kept on competing in fights against fighters like Buster Mathis Jr., a fight where he almost got disqualified.
Bowe has missed 7 straight big shots. And then
But the fight ended in a no contest.
On his knee, he was down.
No contest. A no contest.
And after a series of wins against Larry McDonald,
Wise. There wasn't much more he could do.
Big Daddy Bowe!
and a brutal beatdown of Herbie Hyde,
Long way. He's out on his feet and in danger of getting hurt at both rights. And as Bowe opens up to try to finish, 2 hard right-hand shots. Hyde's out on his feet, and there he goes.
a light jab, the right that landed more on the shoulder.
Bowe won and defended the WBO version of the world title.
There it goes.
In November 1995, Bowe met Holyfield for a 3rd time in a highly anticipated trilogy. This time, Holyfield was out of his prime, and Bowe, on most nights, would be the better fighter.
I'll tell you, this is tremendous stuff.
Hard right hand inside by Holyfield, and now down goes.
After a second knockdown, Bowe defeated his old rival on an 8th-round stoppage.
3rd knockdown of Holyfield's career. Here's the 4th, and that's it.
Struggling to control his weight, he was 15 kilograms heavier for the next fight against Andre Gołota and struggled against his Polish opponent. For every punch Gołota threw to the head, 2 more targeted Bowe's lower half.
Coming back from a right hand with his own good right hand and a big...
Gołota, who had a notorious history of breaking the rules, was leading on points when he was disqualified for a series of low blows. After the fight, a riot broke out in which spectators and policemen were injured. In their rematch, a crisp 1-2-3 combo to Bowe's baby industry sent him crashing again, and Gołota was again disqualified.
This is the pain. Semi-conscious. Low blows, and down goes Bowe again.
This proved to be Bowe's last fight before retirement. His next move was to join the U.S. Marines, but he left after completing a week of basic training.
28, I said, well, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? Let me go try the Marine Corps because that's how I really wanted to be.
In 2000, wanting to be with his kids at all costs, he was convicted of kidnapping his estranged wife and children and sentenced to just 30 days in jail and later resentenced to 18 months in jail.
And I just wanted to be with my kids. I love my kids so much. I never had a problem.
After his release in 2004, he was able to get his boxing license returned and he won 2 more fights, albeit unimpressively.
Referee breaks it up. Oh, that was a shot to the body. Riddock is working him, and down he goes again on the ropes.
Bowe was declared bankrupt in 2005, but he did come back for a Muay Thai fight in 2013, which he got embarrassed. How highly do you rate Bowe among the greatest heavyweights of the 90s? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more interesting videos on boxing legends, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to drop a like.